Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Biology with Saman. I hope everyone is doing great. In today's video, we will be taking up a topic from the body fluids and circulation. The topic for today's discussion will be the cardiac cycle. This topic you have already been known or have understand the topic in your previous junior classes, but as we are moving towards the 11th standard, there the topic will be more in detail and more in conceptual base. So without any further delay, let's begin our today's video. So as we know, the cardiac cycle is definitely, it is the repetition of the contraction as well as the relaxation of the heart chambers. If you remember, there are four chambers of the heart. The two upper chambers are called as the atria and the two lower chambers are called as the ventricle, right? So when we are talking of the cardiac cycle, what we know, it is the repetition. It's a repetition of contraction. If you know contraction, we also call as to be the systole, and relaxation of relaxation, which is also called as diastole of heart chambers, right? Of heart chambers. So before understanding the topic of the cardiac cycle, let us understand the brief knowledge of the valves. Valves are usually, these are muscular structures that are present at the junctions of the chambers of the heart, or they are present in between the junction of the arteries or the aortas, so that to prevent the backflow of the blood back into the heart, right? So let's see what is it, and let's us understand the basic concepts behind it, right? So suppose this is my right atria, as you know, and this is my right ventricle, this is my left atria, and this is the left ventricle. You know that very well. So in between the atria as well as the ventricle, there is the presence of cusp, right? These are cusps and they are called as tricuspid valves. Tricuspid valves. And in between the left atria as well as the left ventricle, there is the presence of bicuspid, or they are also called as mitral valves. Mitral valves, right? Also, where does the another valves are present? The another valve is present in the right ventricle, if we are considering it. Okay? Suppose if we are considering the right ventricle, I've just drawn in a for that, so that it becomes understandable to you all. So in at the junction of this is called as which artery? These are called as pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery will carry the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle into the lungs, right? So this is called as, they are called as semi-lunar. That means there are three semi-lunar valves. Semi means half, lunar means it's a moon shape. So these three semilunar valves are present at the junction of the pulmonary artery, and also there is the three semilunar valves are present at the junction of the aorta. If I'm drawing the diagram like this, just make it a half moon shape. This is called as the aorta, and the aorta junction is also have this three semilunar valves, right? So that it prevents the backflow of the blood at the left atria. Okay, just drawing it in like this so that becomes convenient for us to understand. Also, if you remember, the right atrium receives the three vein supply that carries the deoxygenated blood from the rest part of the body. The upper part is called as the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. It will receive the deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body, and it will deliver the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. Now there is the presence of another vein which is called as inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava, what does it supply? It will supply the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body to the right atrium. And there is the presence of something like a sac-like structure that is called as coronary sinus. The coronary sinus is in combination with the coronary veins. This coronary veins, it carries the deoxygenated blood from where? From the heart muscles, because the heart is also continuously pumping or the oxygenated blood, it also requires the oxygenated blood to have the role in its pumping. So definitely when the oxygenation is used, the deoxygenated blood will enter into this coronary veins, and this coronary veins comes in contact with a sac-like structure called as coronary sinus. Sinus is just like a space, a hollow space, where this coronary sinus opens into the right atrium. So if it comes in your exam, remember this inferior vena cava also have the presence of a valve. That valve has a name called as eustachian valve. Inferior vena cava has valves, although it should not come in your exam, right? But if it come, remember it has eustachian valve, eustachian, right? And then we also have this coronary sinus. As I said, it's a coronary sinus. The coronary sinus also have a valve. The name of the valve is Thebasian, right? Thebasian. Although these valves, that is the Thebasian as well as the eustachian, they are present in the embryonic tissue, in the embryonic stage of the fetus, and it gets like what? It gets remnant as it gets converted into the adults, right? So in the adult individual, this Thebasian as well as the eustachians are usually not being seen. So let's move ahead. What happens here? Suppose if I'm talking of the cardiac cycle, right? If I'm talking of the cardiac cycle, if I'm talking of the cardiac cycle, usually what happens, 72 times our heartbeat beats in 1 minute, right? So if I'm considering what is the duration in which the heart beats once, so what I can do, I will divide 1 minute into 60 seconds. I will convert it 1 minute in 60 seconds and divide it by 72 times if I want to know what is the duration of the one time of heartbeat. That will be close to 0.8 seconds, of which this is called as joint diastole. Joint diastole means, what do you mean by joint diastole? All chambers are relaxed. All chambers are relaxed. That means the atria as well as the ventricle are in the relaxed state. What is the duration? It is 0.4 seconds. If I'm considering this, it is called as atrial systole. Atrial systole means both the atrias will contract. That usually happens for 0.1 seconds. And this one is called as the ventricle systole. This usually we see for 0.3 seconds. So total for 0.8 seconds. In 0.8 seconds, one complete cardiac cycle, one complete heartbeat happens. I hope it's well enough for you to understand, right? Let's move ahead. What is the process of the cardiac cycle? Suppose students, okay, let's move ahead. What I'm trying to say, let's see here. Suppose if I'm considering this, what happens usually in case of joint diastole, right? Joint diastole, usually what we see, that all the chambers are in the relaxed state. That means blood from veins as well as the blood from the pulmonary veins. If you remember, pulmonary vein opening is just here, right? That means onto the left atria. This is what? It's the pulmonary vein, right? And these are the what? If you remember, these were the, if I'm talking with this, if I'm considering it to be the deoxygenated blood, I will be drawing it with blue, and for oxygenated blood, I'm drawing it with red, right? This is my inferior vena cava, this is my superior vena cava, and this is my, that is the coronary sinus, if you remember, right? So there are three openings, and all of these are carrying the deoxygenated blood. These are all veins, and they are carrying the deoxygenated blood into the left atria, into the right atria, right? And the pulmonary veins are responsible for carrying the oxygenated blood into the left atria. So at that time, what happens, what we should know, that the valves of veins are open, right? And thereby they will allow the entry of the blood into the, if I'm considering here, it will be allowing the deoxygenated blood to get filled, whereas in case of here, it will allow the filling. Why? They can come in your mind, there is a question that, ma'am, there was a presence of the valves present. Yes, but what happened here, students, that because of the build-up pressure in the atrias, both the atrias, they will not be able to hold the valves all together, and thereby there will be opening of the valves. Which valves? We usually say it, both the valves all together, that is said to be as AV valves. So AV valves will get open. AV valves open, right, in case of joint diastole. Why? Because of the build-up pressure in both the atrias, it is no longer able to hold the valves all together, and thereby there is opening of the valves in case of the atrias, both the arteries, and thereby 70% filling takes place. 70% filling of ventricle happens. Now, ventricle happens. What more you need to know here, students? Suppose this is my AV valve. Suppose I'm considering it to be my semilunar valves. Although I know that I have drawn here like this. You in the diagram also, it will be showing here just like this, the two circles. But let me make it easier for you. Suppose I'm drawing this to be my SL valve. Okay? So as you know that in joint diastole, only 70% has filling takes place. Not the 100% has done the filling, right? So to make it more efficient, what we need to know, we need to complete the total filling of the ventricle, to which here at the time of joint diastole, we need to remain closed of the semilunar valves. Closed, right? I hope it's getting clear till now. Anna? So in case of joint diastole, what you know, that the veins valves will remain open. Also, you need to remember that the pulmonary veins do not have valves. Why? Why do not have valves? Because they are present obliquely. They opens obliquely to the left atrium. That is why they do not require any kind of valves, right? But the valves which are present in all these three veins, that is important, and thereby there will be the opening of the valves will takes place. AV valves will open, and also the eustachian and Thebesian valves will get open. But the semilunar valves will remain closed. Now, see student, what happens in case of the atrial systole. Now, in case of atrial systole, what happens? Suppose this is my cardiac cycle. Suppose, okay? Now, what happens as there is, what we need to know? What we need to know here, that बच्चे यहाँ पर only 70% filling has taken place. So, what we need to know, we need to contract this atria so that remaining 30% can enter into the ventricle filling can takes place, right? Ventricle filling to take place. For which, if you know, what we need to do for the contraction part, we need to initiate action potential. So SA node will initiate action potential. Action potential. Where, if the question comes just after the joint diastole, this is your JD, this is your AS. So here the sinoatrial node will generate the action potential. For what purpose? So that the contraction of the atria can take place. Why we need to do the contraction? So that remaining 30% of the blood can enter into the ventricle. For which, what we need to know here, student, that suppose if the valves of here or here, that is, if you remember, if the valves of this side, that is the veins, if it is still remaining open, what can happen? The atria will allow the blood to get enter back to the veins, right? We don't want that. For which, what we will do, there will be the closure of eustachian as well as Thebesian valves, right? Eustachian and Thebesian valves will get closed. Also, AV valves, what we need to know, because we need to understand that the blood will enter from the atria to the ventricle, we cannot close the AV valves, right? So thereby AV valves will open, And for the semilunar valve, what should be the answer? The semilunar valves will remain closed. Why? Because on the, if we are doing the contraction of the atria, and if we are opening the semilunar valves, at that point of time there is not complete filling has taken place. So what will happen? The blood will not be so much 100% efficient. So at that point of time we need to have the semilunar valves to be closed in the state. Fine, I hope it's getting cleared. There should be no question of the closure of the ET valves. Why? Because that will allow the, if that happens, the atria will pump back the blood into the veins. That we don't want. Strictly we don't want, right? So let's move ahead with the last one, which is called as the ventricle. So what happens here? Suppose I'm drawing it again, right? Now what happens here? That as soon as the ventricle is building up the blood inside it, what happens here? There is the increase in the intraventricular pressure, for which first what we need to know, we need to close the AV valves. Why? Because to prevent the backflow of the blood from the ventricle into the atria, number one, it happens, definitely this will happen only when the ventricle will begin its contraction. When the ventricle will begin its contraction, what will happen? The ventricle pressure will get increased, to which first we need to close down the AV valves. Now there will be again build up of the intraventricular pressure such that it will be greater than the pressure of the semilunar valves, and thereby the semilunar valves which are present in the aorta as well as they are present in the pulmonary artery will get open. How does this takes place? If you remember, this was the SA node, student. They are present in the upper right corner of the right atrium. AV node is present in the lower left corner of the right atrium. If you remember this is AV node, right? Now, this was the presence of the AV bundle. Suppose if I'm doing it like this, okay, this is the, just give me a moment. Okay, suppose I have to draw it some with other line. This is the AV node only, AV bundle, right? Then there was the presence of bundle of His. There is a presence of the bundle of His. The bundle of His will get divided into the left and right bundle of His, and then it will be moved towards the entire ventricular musculature. If I'm doing it like this, suppose it is giving its nerve conduction right into the entire ventricular musculature. So because of which the SA node that has generated the action potential, it will move towards the AV node, it will move towards the AV bundle, it will move towards a bundle of His will get divided into the left and right bundle of His, and then the bundle of His will deliver it this action potential to the entire ventricle, right? So what happens here? Let's see the last thing. What happens here? Suppose I'm doing the ventricular contraction, right? So what we are doing here, student, we are ventricular contracting it. For which what we need to know, we have to close this valve, that is the AV valve. AV valve has to get closed so that to prevent the backflow of the blood into the atria. But you always have to remember this, student, that when the ventricular contraction begins, at first, because of the increase in the ventricular pressure, at first the AV valve will get closed, right? After which, because of the build-up of the pressure within the ventricle, that will get exceeded with the pressure, or that will get exceed the pressure of the semilunar valves, and thereby the semilunar valves will get open. That means first the AV valve will get closed, then the semilunar valves will get open. So what happens here? The ventricular pressure is getting built up, to which what we are doing, we need to open these valves, right? This one is one valve, that is a semilunar valve, and this was a valve of the pulmonary artery. Over here, that is, these are what? These are open. These are open. This is what? This was the semilunar of aorta, okay? And this was also the semilunar valve of pulmonary artery. Now, It can come here in the question that what happens to this at the time of ventricular systole. This was the ventricular systole story, है ना? So at the time of the ventricular systole, what happens to the atria? The atria here is in the relaxed state. Atria is what? Is in the diastole age. So what happens if it is in the relaxed state? What happens? The pressure is the blood is coming from the pulmonary, or the blood is coming from all the veins. The blood is coming from the pulmonary veins, and thereby it is delivering the blood here, and also it is delivering the blood to here. That means all the veins have started working again, and they are responsible for what happens here for increasing the blood volume in the atria. Now, what happens in the ventricular systole? That as the contraction is taking place and as the blood is pouring out from the heart, what happens? There will be point at which when the pressure of the ventricles will get start decreases. Why? Because there is no blood inside the ventricle. For which what happens here? First of all, there will be the closure of the semilunar valves, and thereby because of the build-up pressure in the AV valves, because there was the blood has started building here, what will happen here? It will get open at the just after the end of the ventricular systole. So it can happen here, like if I'm talking of the ventricular systole, what we see here that the semilunar valves are open, the AV valves here are closed in state, right? And if I'm talking of the eustachian valves, that is here is the ET valve, it is what? It is open here, right? I hope it's getting clear. Once the pressure inside the ventricle decreases, there will be the first, why it getting decreases? Because all the blood is coming out from the heart, right? Heart from coming out from the heart, respectively from the aorta as well as from the pulmonary artery. So what happens? The pressure inside the ventricle is getting lesser and lesser, to which the semilunar valves gets closed. However, at the same time, when the ventricular systole was taking place, atria was in the diastole. That means atria's filling was taking place, to which there was the building pressure inside the atria, such that there had been increase in the pressure in both the atrias, and therefore the atria valves, the AV valves got opened, right? And thereby again the same process of the joint diastole will takes place. Suppose what happens just after the ventricular systole? Ventricular systole just after what will happen? Joint diastole, right? But before that, what happens? We need to first SL valve will get closes, and then the AV valves opens. Always remember that. We need to close down the SL valve and then we need to open the AV valves, right? We cannot be doing half one way and half the other way. That is not possible here. So if I'm talking about, suppose I'm drawing it again. Suppose this is a chart of the cardiac cycle. As I said that here, this was the joint diastole. Joint diastole means all the chambers was in the relaxed state, right? So if I'm talking here, if I'm taking consideration of the atrial systole, okay, atrial systole was for 0.1 second. So for the remaining time, when the ventricular systole was taking place and when the joint diastole was taking place, the atria was in the relaxed state, diastole. That means remaining, it is, if it is 0.4 second and if it is 0.3 seconds, that means for 0.7 seconds, the atria was in the relaxed state. That's what we have saw. The contraction of the atria ventricular has taken place only for 0.1 second, whereas in case of joint diastole, the filling of the atria and takes place in the joint diastole also when the ventricular was contracting. At that time also atria was in the diastole phase. I hope it's getting clear. For here, in case of the joint diastole, in case of the ventricular systole, it was 0.3 seconds, whereas for the remaining time, here just like this is my ventricular diastole, in joint diastole, all the chambers will be in the relaxed state, whereas in case of the atrial systole, we need to have the relaxed ventricle so that the blood can come from the atria into the ventricle. That is why the 0.5 seconds will take place, right? I hope you got to know, everyone, the overall concept of the cardiac cycle. Always remember, students, that at first the ventricular, all the atria and the ventricular will be in the relaxed state. At that time, what happens? From the pulmonary veins, the blood, oxygenated blood, enters into the left atria, and from the all the veins, that is inferior vena cava, superior vena cava, and also the coronary sinus, the deoxygenated blood enters into the this chamber, which is called as the right atrium. So as the blood is getting filled in both the atrias, there is a build-up pressure to which the AV valves cannot hold that pressure of the blood, to which the AV valves opens in case of the joint diastole. Now what happens? 70% of the filling of the ventricle takes place in the joint diastole. Now we need to complete it to 30%, for which we need to contract the atria. For contraction of the atria, we need to generate an action potential. We need to generate electrical stimulus, for which what we need to know, the SN node will generate the action potential to which the contraction of the atria will take place. What will happen at that point of time? The veins, the valves which are present in the veins or in the absence of the valves which are in the pulmonary veins get closed, so that the atria can contract and deliver the 30% blood into the ventricle. Right, the AV valves have to be get open, so that thereby only the atria will deliver the blood from the atria into the ventricle. However, the semilunar valves has to get closed. Now what happens during the ventricular systole? What happens? First of all, what we need to know, there is a build-up pressure getting inside the ventricular systole, to which what happens here? First of all, there will be the closure of the AV valves to prevent the backflow of the blood into the atria. है ना? So after that, what happens? Because of the increase in the intraventricular pressure, that exceeds the valves, closed valves, to get open. Which valves? The semilunar valves, which are present at the junction of the this pulmonary artery as well as the outer respectively, and thereby the blood comes out from the heart, from both the chambers, from the ventricles of the both the sides. Now what happens? The pressure starts getting formed because the blood is getting out from the ventricle. So what happens here? First, the semilunar valves will get closed, and because of the tremendous decrease in the because of the no pressure, or because of the decrease in the volume of the ventricles, to which the pressure inside the ventricles get decreased to a significant level, for which the blood that is present in the both the atrias at the time of the ventricular systole. Why? Because the ventricular systole was coinciding with the atrial diastole. So what happens when the ventricular was getting contracted, at the same time the atria was in the relaxed state? So what happens? The blood was getting filled in both the atrias, to which, because of the decrease in the pressure inside the ventricle, the AV valves will get open, and thereby the blood from both the atrias enters into the ventricle. That was the overall of the cardiac cycle. Also, I have talked about the durations in which the ventricular systole, if it is in 0.3 seconds, the remaining 0.5 seconds in which the ventricular will be in the diastole. And for the atrial systole, if it is for 0.1 seconds, the remaining 0.7 seconds will be for the atrial diastole. So student, this was the brief knowledge of the cardiac cycle. I hope you have got a good knowledge of this content, and also you will be able to solve the questions which are there in your exam, or in any of your exams that you are practicing right now. So if you have any confusion regarding the topic, or if you need to know about any other topic, you can put it in the comment section. And I hope everyone liked this video, and please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for more content like this, please I request you all to watch and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everyone.